Hi, good morning and welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. What a difference a day makes. What a difference a day makes. 24 hours, and I don't know the rest of the song, but it's true. Today's a beautiful day. The weather is absolutely glorious on the beautiful mountains of Mijas Pueblo here. I went for a walk this morning, had my breakfast, and now I've been blessed enough. A friend just made me ceremonial cacao. Better than coffee, that's for sure. It's amazing. So I'm just drinking that, relaxing today, and I thought I'll do a little video on a subject that is really, again, profound to a lot of people who are trying to understand spirituality, the ones who are a little bit skeptical, who say, you know what, I don't really believe in any of this, but you know what, I get a little bit frightened. And what that means is a lot of people tend to think that spirit is something separate from you and I, and they kind of have a fear barrier. And that fear barrier is, well, you know, will spirit ever hurt me? Will spirit like me because I might be a not such a good person? And do they judge me because of that? And so on and so on. And the other questions are, you know, how do I get to connect with spirit? How do I know they're there? How do I know how to be with them? So all of these questions are great questions. Obviously, you must realize I can't explain this in 10 minutes, but I can give you an overall idea of how spirit behaves in the sense of day to day, how they interact with you and I from day to day, and how they're so amazing. And you know, as soon as I mention spirit, you normally see that I glow. If you ever see somebody who speaks about spirit and then they go like this and they put a black cloak on, you know that they're manipulating something that for their own benefit they can create money or wealth or power for themselves because they think they know something you don't know, which is nonsense, pure nonsense. And there are people in the world who are plumbers, who are mechanics, who are solicitors, and who are healers, and who are spiritual workers, who take advantage of situations. That's part of life. You get good and bad and amazing and, you know, geniuses in all walks of life. And then you've got people who are just starting out in life. And so, you know, you can't justify, or you can't predict, or you can't say this is how it is by, you know, meeting one or two people who are not as enlightened. You've got to be really open towards everything, because I spent 38 years in disbelief. I didn't believe anything. I was a skeptic. And then as you progress on this journey of life, which is the awakening, which we all have the opportunity to awaken, whether we awaken or not, that's our choice. But when you step onto a path of spirituality, you start to embark in a really deeper understanding of what spirituality and spirit really truly is. And it isn't what most people would say. It is very light, it's very beautiful, it's very easy, it's very you. When I say it's very you, I mean it's very close to your heart, because you are the heart, you are the spirit. So spirit, just because spirit doesn't have a physical, it doesn't mean it's not spirit like you. So you look at yourself in a one way, one dimensional way, whereas now I look at myself in a 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 dimensional ways. I look at things in a different way, as my spirit is equal to the spirit in the spirit world. It's just that I have manifested into a physical suit, a body. But my true essence, my true spirit, is equal to the spirit world around me. So the difference, I would say, is that when we're actually in the spirit world, we are, all I can say is love. And that's a really corny thing to say, right? Love. What does he mean? Well, love is the closest word that I could say to the highest vibration there is. It's all seeing, all understanding, all knowing, all feeling, and all love, or high vibration. In my world, there are 12 levels of seeing spirit. And those levels are When we come here, we experience certain feelings and then we go home. So that's one level of understanding. There are many levels, and sometimes we come back and I can feel them levels on different people. And I say, wow, I can feel your level is high, meaning that you've been here many times, you've experienced. Through the experience, you grow. So in a spiritual sense, you become heightened to your spirituality. Are you understanding this? Are you getting this a little bit? So a lot of people say this is my last time I'm here. I say be careful. Don't say that. You don't know when you don't really truly know if you're coming back or not, because you only know when you enter in the realms of the spirit world. At that moment, you will judge yourself by how you feel you've experienced that experience, and was the outcome to that experience what you felt you needed to overcome, or to become stronger than, or to experience. At that moment, then you will give yourself the judgment of how that felt, and you know what, I don't need to come back anymore for this. But then there are so many aspects of why you would want to come back. So this is just one world out of many worlds. So the reason why I'm saying this to you is I'm trying to make you understand that you're thinking that the spirit world is a spooky place when it's your home. When you're thinking that spirit's dark and scary, no, you're spirit. So when you leave home, you're the same. So your fear is only of the unknown. There is no such thing as a bad spirit. The only thing that I've ever shared with you is a spirit attack or a psychic attack is when we are trapped in between two worlds and we still feel that we're here. So we're in a kind of like a trapped illusion that I'm in this house. That say if I just passed away now of a heart attack and I didn't want to go into the light because of my fears and worries of my children or somebody that I want to take care of before I even want to go back home, we kind of reject the light, or we might be in a bad place when we're here. We might have drunk too much, we might have hurt people, and one thing or another. It could be anything. Like, I'm just giving you examples. There's loads of reasons why we are trapped in between two worlds, and sometimes it's not that easy to come back home because we kind of reject the light. Or when I say the light, I mean our family and spirit world who try to bring us forward into the light. Again, another technical and very difficult conversation that I'll leave to another day. I'll leave that alone. But in general, spirit is beautiful. When we are trapped in between two worlds, spirit is of confusion. So they try to step into us, to try and feel us, try and understand us, to try and have different feelings while we are in a certain place. And sometimes spirit can attach to us, but it isn't anything negative or bad. And it's a very simple process of cleansing spirit away. So I've done it for many years, of people coming here saying, I feel different, something feels odd inside me. No problem. And within an hour it's cleared away. A lot of people put too much emphasis on it and blow it out of proportion as if they're so powerful and ego and I can only do this, which is nonsense. Anybody can clear spirit, and spirit normally clears itself from us if we're in a good place, if we're healthy, strong, happy. So a lot of the times when we feel down and sad and worried and fearful, we become very open, and that energy sometimes attracts spirit trapped in between two worlds. So again, another story for another time. But to summarize on what we were talking about, will spirit ever hurt me? No, they won't. There's no such thing. I've never met anybody in this lifetime that I've lived in this decade of healing and working with people who feel they've got attachments, and there are many different reasons why they want to see me, and I've never seen anybody being hurt or killed by spirit. In fact, I often say to people, I'm more frightened outside on the streets with people than I am with spirit. So will spirit like me? My dear, there is no judgment in the spirit world. Spirit loves you and works alongside you to conquer all the tests and challenges. They lead you to the right places all the time. They push you, gently nudge you, they whisper to you, they love you with all their hearts, and their job is to help you along this journey. You call them spirit guides. I just call them our family in spirit because we're all one. So I hope I dispelled that. Spirit loves you and will always love you and will always help you along your journey, no matter what you've ever done, what you think is right or wrong. They don't judge, they just know that you're going through an experience and they're smiling and they're helping you along that experience. I don't know how to be with spirit. That's another question. I'll answer that really simple. You don't need to. You don't need to know. You just need to believe. And through the belief and the trust, you will open up and feel them. They are always with you and they love you with all their spirit. Have a beautiful day, guys, from my heart to yours, and cheers. Maybe one day you'll drink a lovely, sacred cacao with me. Take care. Have a great day, guys. I'm feeling on top of the world because of your amazing love and kindness and energy that you sent me all last night. Love you all.